Hello. Okay, so today I am cleaning out my business room and reorganizing because it is just quite a mess. And I really have been avoiding coming in here, and I haven't been working on plushies recently, which is just totally fine with me. I've really been getting into my knitting and making garments for myself, and I learned how to sew just recently. I'm about to finish my first sewing project, which is a skirt, which I will show you in a future episode. But today I am going to go through my unfinished plushie bin. There is a lot of stuff in there. Everything fits pretty perfectly in there right now, but I need that bin to put my yarn in that has been sitting over here kind of on the floor in baskets, and they don't really have a place over here because I have so much yarn here. I have more yarn here and more of this yarn in the closet. So I don't even have enough room for this yarn. So I have like my Sweet Snuggles light sitting over here. I'll show you. So here is the Sweet Snuggles light all up in here. And then these are my finished plushie bins, which I need to somehow get rid of as much as I can because they just take up so much room over here. And then over here behind this pillow is the unfinished plushies stuff that I'm going to be going through. So all of this stuff, this Sweet Snuggles light and everything, needs to be going into a bin because it just needs to stop being this giant pile on the side of my room. So I have another bin here. I think this bin would be great if I can condense down into this, and then whatever I can't fit in here, I'm going to actually be putting into a separate basket for me to work on another day, I think. I don't think I will be motivated to finish up any plushies today, but I want to at least get it organized to where I'm going to put like into the basket the most likely that I will finish, and then everything else that I'm less likely to finish soon will just be going into here. And then I have this convenient tray that goes right into the top of this container, which is awesome. These are from Michael's, by the way. So I think this top bin will be perfect for, you'll see, but like there's like just arms and like pieces that could be, like accessories that could be sewn onto a plushie, but I just have in like random baskets. You want the window open, Bubba? It's a big fat creepy spider right there. It's a leaf, honey. This is an example of what I was talking about with like accessories. Like, there's some like handmade little pride flags in here that me and my husband made for Pride Month, I think last year. There's these like, there's a little heart. There's a little like red square patch that can go onto some like overalls. Things like that. So this would be perfect. Then I can take this basket back and I can use it for something else in the house or like in a drawer or something. Because I have quite a few baskets in here. So like here is a bunch of stuff to make a giraffe. I made everything for the giraffe. I just didn't put it together. And then I have I think I have enough to make a second giraffe because there's more ears in here. So I think I was gonna make 2 giraffes to sell. So here's a cute little face. Oh, see, everything's done. I just need to stuff it and sew it onto the body. That really is all I need to do for this one. So this actually will be one of the ones that I will finish soon because that is so super easy. Oh, and here's all the yarn that goes with it. Actually, now would be a good time to get a basket to put this in. So to get a basket, I need to clear out another basket. So here is actually, I was gonna make a free pattern for these, like a macaroon travel pillow. I thought this would be super cute as a free pattern. So this is the no-sew version that I came up with. There's the joins, but as you can see, it's kind of weird looking. It's more structured in my opinion. I do think it has a better like pillow structure. I think it would stay in its shape way better than like this one would, where this one is sewn together. So I took a long string and I just sewed them together after I made the panels. We'll see if I can make like a free pattern of this. I know I already have this one written up because I was gonna release this as a free pattern on my Instagram, but then I just kept second guessing it because this isn't no sew. I like the way it looks I like the way it looks when I sew it together more than I like it no sew. So you can see that there's like a ridge here on the cream. It just looks, I mean, it's still cute, but the cream is just kind of like pushed out the side. Like this is a smashed together cake or like macaron. But there they are. I thought these would be super cute to just like lay your head on like on a road trip or something, long drive, or just like at your desk. Maybe you want to put your head down on your desk and you just want to have something soft to put your head on. I don't know where to put any of these. And then I used the same pattern of the macaron pillow, but I made it into a little cookie, ice cream cookie. And these are actually really cute and nice and soft. They're just like little handheld squishy. I didn't stuff them very much, so they're like super squishy. It's really satisfying to squish. This makes more sense to me because I feel like an ice cream sandwich is more smushed together than a macaron pillow. Let me find a place to put all these squishy things. I'll put these on my desk, I think, because I really like squishing these. And then I think these will just go onto the pile of stuffed animals that was in the beginning of the video in the background. So there's going to be more stuff sitting over there. Because I might make this into a pattern for free. I might post a pattern on here on YouTube. Okay, I was gonna put this over there with the other macaron pillows, but this is an unfinished piece, so I think I will keep it in the theme of unfinished stuff. So the giraffe will be the first thing in the pile. Super quick and easy project to finish. Well, actually, yeah, these are arms for a different giraffe, so I would have to make a whole nother giraffe to do this, so I think I will leave this in the unfinished bin. These are just random accessories. Yeah, let's just put that there. This is donated. Accessories. Whoa! This is a little bin I kept all of my cookie cow, or just cows in general. When my Etsy shop, beginning of last year, I believe, like blew up with my custom cows that I had, so I was making like 14 cows a week or something. I don't know, it was crazy, and there was a lot of orders like every day. There was like multiple orders for cows, and it was an exciting, amazing time. That was a time that I felt really confident in my business, and I was like, I can do this. You know, I was bringing home the same amount of money that my husband was at his job at that time, and I was like, I can do this. Like, this is proof that I can make my own money with my business, like, and I can actually make an income with it. And since then, it died down. It hasn't happened again, which is totally fine because I did learn that, like, you know, my wrists hurt so bad after that, and they became more sensitive after that. Like, there might have been some damage that happened to my wrists during that time because I was constantly working, and I had to get the orders done because I didn't want to ship them out late. I keep these little accessories, like I got 2 little cookie bags, I've got like cow arms, the heart, the tail, I've got the head made already too, and all the accessories for the head. Like, I literally just have to put everything together except for the body. I just have to make the body, which really doesn't take that long at all. So this is actually something I could do really soon. And the cow pattern that I use, I know it by heart, so I can just pick it up and work on it. It would be super easy for me to finish. Ooh, these are little ice cream bags from the same cow pattern. I will put it down in the description and probably on the screen what the pattern is, but it comes with the pattern to make a ice cream cone, and this is what it looks like. It's very big. It's top heavy because the ice cream scoop is so big, but I decided to make this cookie dough. You can see it's got like the light brown and the little dark brown specks in there. I just sewed those in to make it look like cookie dough. It looks really cute. I love this. So I was gonna make like cookie dough ice cream cow and like mint chocolate ice cream cow and things like that. I thought that would be so cute. Something I still would love to do, but I just like have not had my Crochet for plushies recently. I've really just been loving making things for myself this year. So And I've been writing more patterns. Like I said, I had a bunch of wrist pain after I did all those plushies, and I just kind of decided slowly, like over time, I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to transition into writing patterns and doing more online things instead of product based. Here is a giraffe that I was making in a different pattern. I have made one of these giraffes before. Very cute. I like how they're standing. I like the standing version. I took some yarn out to finish a pumpkin cow one time because I ran out of this orange colored yarn. I got this orange from Hobie. It's called Gold Dust in the Honey Bunny yarn. And it's the best pumpkin color, in my opinion, out of all plushie yarns that I have tried. And I've tried quite a lot of plushie yarns. So anyway, his neck is super small. He doesn't take too much more to finish. Just kind of the ears and the spots and working some of the neck. I don't know if I'll finish this soon though. That has been a project I have not been interested in at all. Kind of same thing with this, but this is so close to being done. All he needs is little feet and little arms, and that's it. He'll be done. Oh, and a tail. He needs a tail. So a little bit of work, but I was making this guy for myself. I was kind of like trying out using different fun colors, and I did like these stripes that don't show up too well, but I was just picking colors at the time that I thought I liked. And I love blue, but I just did not do this. I did not pair the colors very well for this. But it was for me, so I really didn't care anyway. But now he's just for me in my unfinished bin. These are mushroom tops to like little like mushroom popper guys. This is an orange that I was making. I'm eventually gonna maybe make an orange pattern. So here's the little bottom of it. I started making this like many months, like maybe even a year ago. I probably started making this before I started writing patterns. So I really don't even know what this is. I could look at the stitches and count, but I don't know if I really care that much. I could just make a whole new pattern. 6.5 millimeter hook. This is a cow head, and it is so pretty and so soft and so squishy. And I got to make one ear, and the ear got messed up, and I ran out of white yarn. So this is how much of the brown I have left, and the white ball was used entirely on his head. And I got really discouraged after that because I was like, I thought I did the yardage correctly and whatever, but apparently I did not. So I would love to finish this cow someday because it's so soft and fluffy, and I've never made a fluffy cow like this with like faux fur yarn. Yeah, this is all I have left of the white. Not nearly enough for arms, the body, etc. Ooh, this is a jumbo lemon cow head. I started making this guy a long time ago, like a year and a half ago or something. His head has just been sitting in here. No body or anything to comfort him. So someday you will get a body and a lemon bag, and you will be so, well, you're already so cute. But someday I'll finish you. Maybe sometime soon, but I might move that to the unfinished bin. I do have to fit all of this stuff into this smaller bin, so that is the challenge. These are little panels to when I was making the toaster pastry pattern, and the yarn that I was using from Hobie actually was like super, like you can see the yarn in here, it was like super sensitive and strippy. Like, yeah, look, it just, all the fluff just like pulls right off like so crazy easily, and it ended up being kind of holey, so I didn't want to use these panels because they just weren't like, they just kept falling apart. Like the yarn just kept falling apart. So I was just like, well, let me just like order some new yarn. And that took like 2 years for me to do. But I did finish my toaster pastry pattern with Sweet Snuggles Light because they actually have a perfect crust color and they're like beige color. This is corn. It got so boring because I just had to make so many rounds of single crochet that I just never finished it. And I think my gauge was like really loose on this. Like I think I used too big of a hook, and so it's pretty holey. I don't think I'm going to continue this. I think I might just end up cutting this and scrapping the yarn because it's not going to pull out. Like it's definitely going to strip too much. I'm not going to reuse this yarn. So this actually can leave the bin completely. this as well, because literally the only reason that this is in here is because I made half of a sunflower petal and I felt like I did not want to either waste this yarn or pull it back, and it probably be wasted anyway because plush yarn just wants to strip itself like that and be unusable afterwards. These are like some weird kind of, I don't know. I mean, they're roses that I made. They're made with Big Twist Posh yarn. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with them. I just made them because I was like, ooh, plush, like flowers, that would be so cool, which it is, but I don't know. I'm just not crazy about making flowers, and I really just don't know what to do with it. I kind of was like, maybe it could be like horns to like a cow or something. Actually, that would be freaking adorable. That might actually be some idea I have. This is a petal made with the same thickness of yarn that this is, but I'm not going to make another sunflower pillow out of this yarn because I just did not prefer the way that it looked compared to the Parfait Chunky, because this is in Sweet Snuggles Light, so it's slightly thicker and slightly bigger. But I don't know, Parfait Chunky, that one just looks better to me than the Sweet Snuggles Light one does for some reason. Here's the sunflower pleat. Here is the top to a donut. I was gonna make a donut, but actually, you know what? I didn't finish this and I didn't make another panel because I actually messed up the pattern when I did this, and I was like so confused because when I go back and count the stitches, I go back and look at the increase rounds and I'm like, what the heck did I do? Like, I have absolutely no idea, and I don't even know when I made this. It looks really good. The tension is really good. I could probably just make something of the similar size. Like, I could just wing it and then just complete the donut, which I might actually do at some point. I think I did actually, this is something I did a lot, I guess. When I was making those cows, I kept running out of colors and running out of yarn. And I would be like, okay, let me go to my unfinished project bin and see what yarn I can find in that same color and then just pull it out. So I literally had the icing made of this, but I was like, I'm not gonna use this, like, so I was totally fine with just taking the yarn out and using it for my cows that I was making and finish up my orders. And I don't know, I might actually be able to reuse this yarn because it actually feels all right. Oh, maybe not. That doesn't feel that great. I don't know, we'll see. I might finish this not anytime soon. Ooh. Yeah, I think there's a rainbow cow in here that is unfinished, but this yarn just does not need to be in here. This is a attempt at a s'mores bag. It actually looks pretty cute, but it did not turn out the way that I wanted it to. I was not happy about it. There was a lot of ends I had to weave in, so I was like, it's not gonna be very sturdy. I wanted it to be open so that it could be a functional bag, because that's just like what I was obsessed with for some reason. Like, I literally, I used to have such a perfectionistic brain that I needed to be like, I don't know why, I could only think that the bag needs to be functional, and that was like my thing. Like, all my stuff is gonna be functional, kind of like rigid thinking, if you know what I'm saying. So anyway, this is super cute. I love the graham cracker color that I used. It's the nougat colorway and honey bunny yarn from Hobie, and it's just such a delicious colorway. I love it, especially for anything you cook that's like golden brown. You want that golden brown like crust on the outside, like a pancake, like a golden brown pancake. I actually have a pancake made in this colorway. It's so delicious looking. Oh, I don't know, I just didn't feel very confident in this. It didn't turn out how I wanted it to, but I don't even know what the heck I was expecting. It looks pretty cute to me. This is a weird looking shape thing. Very weird thing. This is supposed to be a cannoli, and I was gonna put chocolate chips in the side. Like, I don't know if I want this to be a cannoli. Maybe I just want it to be a weird thing. I don't know what to do with this. It's just gonna be in this bin as long as it fits. And if it doesn't fit, then it's, I don't know, something's gonna happen to it. I'm not gonna waste it, don't worry about that. I am not a waster. Ooh, this is another donut half, and it is actually, maybe that's what I was doing. I made this And in the pattern, it calls for double stranding parfait chunky, which I believe I did. But the thing is, I got really confused because I think I followed the pattern right, and I only got this size because I single stranded. But I think, I also think I didn't double strand, because it really doesn't actually look like it, but I kept thinking that I did. You know what? This is all just a mystery. I keep thinking it's definitely not double stranded because it's only one strand of yarn on each end, and when I look at the stitches, it's a single strand. These are mysteries. They're donut halves. They will never fit together, but these are cow horns for some jumbo cows. And here are those cows. Here is a pink cow head, and here is a rainbow cow head. And I never did anything further than just make the heads and make the horns. So they are in here just waiting for their bodies and their faces and all that stuff. These are just a bunch of, like, when I was making jellyfish, those are the first plushies I was ever making, so I made a bunch of these because I thought it was the coolest thing ever to make these, like, spirally, soft things that just held their shape. Like, look how cool this is. This is so cool. And so I was just making a bunch of colors that I was inspired by, and that's what they're doing in here. So maybe someday I'll make, like, a little jellyfish or something with hair, like curly hair. This is one of the first plushies that I made. This is a red whale. Ain't that cute? I made this all on my own. I did not follow any pattern, which I was pretty proud of myself at the time. I'm still pretty proud, and that's kind of why I haven't done anything else with this guy. I wanted to sell him. I did sell my orange one. I had one that was orange and it had a little leaf on its head. It was so cute, and of course he sold. And I was gonna make this guy into an apple, so I was kind of gonna put like a little brown stem on his head and a little leaf, and I thought that would be so cute. I don't know. I have sentimental feelings about the first plushies that I ever made, and the fact that I still have some of them. It's just hard for me to get rid of them because it was just such a different time in my life, and it was such a different stage of, like, crocheting in my life that it just means a lot to me, these guys. So I might make him into an apple and keep him. This is an attempt at a jumbo banana. I was gonna make a banana pattern, but I was, like, experimenting with trying to make it bend. But I was, like, increasing on this side, decreasing on this side, and it was actually just, like, as you can see, it's, like, raising up this edge, and then it's, like, curving in this edge. As you can see, it's, like, going down. It's like a divot. So it really was not turning out how I expected it to. This was quite a while ago that I was attempting this. Honestly, if I would have just made it like a normal cylinder and then tried bending it, I would have more answers. But I did not even try doing that because I thought, that's not even gonna work. That's not even gonna be practical. Don't listen to those thoughts. If you can do something, do it and try it, and just go from there. Because then at least you can say, hey, like, I tried. I did something. So here's a bunch of unfinished cow bodies. I could definitely finish these up soon because, like I said, cows are just such a comfortable, easy thing for me to pick up and just finish. I already know how to make these. So here's a head. Here is a head with a nose. And his ears are already made, so that's awesome. Here's the overalls version of the cow body that I made, and that's for this one. So he just needs his arms and whatnot. He's very close to being finished. And so is this guy. This guy's even closer. He's got eyeballs, a stuffed head. These are Pride overalls. It's actually like the Pride flag with the brown, black, and then I take the pink and blue. I'll make straps. I've actually already made one of these guys, and I was gonna make another one, obviously, and then the other one didn't even ever sell. I think it's still on my Etsy, and I got really discouraged. I felt really embarrassed about it, and I just never finished it. So a lot of these projects are kind of like shame projects. Like, I felt kind of shame for not finishing them, but also I felt shame in the first place for not selling or being as successful as, like, I was hoping that I would be successful, which is recently something that I am facing and being honest about. Here's an orange cow. This is me with a different kind of tension, different hook size, a different crocheting style, all the things. So if I were to make the body for this guy, it really wouldn't look the same. I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't really know what to do with that. Ooh, here's one foot to this lemon cow. Wonderful. Here's an attempt at a lemon bag. I think this is why I actually never ended up finishing this lemon cow, because I made this bag and it turned out so completely wrong, and I never wanted to try it again because I had an image in my head, and you can kind of see what I was going for, like a lemon slice sliced down the side, and it just does not look that cute to me. It kind of looks like a little sun, like a white sun in a yellow area. So I'm not really sure what to do with this. I can probably scrap it in some way. This is the same thing, same situation with this whale. I just never finished it and just never stuffed it. It's actually stuffed only with the yarn. Oh, it has some stuffing in there, but it has enough yarn to sew up the end. So at some point maybe I will finish that just for my past self to feel a little satisfied about that. Here's a bee that just needs wings. Same thing with this one, but I just do not like making bees for some reason. It's just way too boring to me to make cylinders and then sew wings on it. And then here's just a bunch of random accessories, little hats, duck feet. I guess I was gonna make another duck, but then I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do this again, and I just did not make another duck. So that is the whole bin here, except for this little watermelon purse and ooh, a foot to this cow head. Awesome. Okay, that was really difficult. It's so hard to just let go of stuff that I have kept in my life, held on to, kind of, you know, obviously worked on these handmade, like I spent time with these things, like this cow head. I mean, this cow just needs a body and arms and stuff, but like I said, it was a different tension, different hook size. I would not use the same hook size again. It would be way too holy. He's a big head. I really didn't want to let this guy go. I was trying to put him in here. I was stuffing him in there, and I was just like, you know what? Like, I literally need this bin for things that I will finish someday. And honestly, I'm just not going to finish this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and donate this guy along with a lot of other stuff here. Like, one of the donut bottoms, I just am never, ever, honestly, ever, at this point, going to finish this. So it's a lot of yarn, you know. I kind of feel bad about it. Like, I'm like, oh, I wasted it. But the thing is, like, I thought I would do it. I thought I would finish it. That's why I was making it, but it just didn't end up happening. And look at all the things that I have made and I have finished compared to the things that I haven't. So let's give ourselves some credit. There's a lot of stuff in here. Like there's another cow head here that just, a lot of stuff that just didn't work out. Wrong gauge, random accessories that I don't even know what this is. I think it was supposed to be a leaf. That hopefully somebody can use as stuffing or something. Just use it in some way, and that's all I really care about, as long as it can get reused in some way, repurposed. I have a lot of scraps. If you didn't notice, these big gallon-sized containers of scraps here. I still have a bunch in a container up there that need to be put into a bag, so I have a lot of scraps already. And I don't necessarily want to cut everything up. I want to donate. So things like this banana, I feel really bad about it. Again, like there's a bunch of yarn stuffed up inside of here, but like I'm just not gonna finish it, and I'm just gonna donate it. Hopefully somebody else can make use of it. So there is that stuff. It's really hard to get rid of it, like I said, but I don't know. It just hurts. It hurts my heart to just put it over there. Like I'm gonna get rid of you. But it has to happen. It has to happen because I need room. I can't just keep holding on to things that I'm not going to use. So here is my bin of unfinished stuff, all finished. And here's all the accessories and yarn that I can use, or I can finish this donut icing because I do like the lilac for icing. I think that would be so cute. It's all nice and stuffed and organized. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But I've got like cow stuff in here, so like whenever I want to make another cow again, I know that my cow accessories are going to be in the unfinished bin. Now I did have to rearrange a lot of stuff in here because, of course, I was just like, oh god, there's no room in here and I need to like get rid of things. I need to, yeah. So that I ended up getting rid of more stuff than I thought I would, but obviously it needed to happen. So that is all finished. Wow, look at how much room that takes up. That is so much better than that bin that was there before. Wow, that's amazing. Well, now this is going to be repurposed for this yarn. And lastly, this is just the bin of things that I'm going to finish soon. So I actually found this cute little container out in my living room, and I love the idea of just picking this container up and taking it with me to the park and just finishing cows. I have my giraffe that's super easy to finish. I have my jumbo lemon cow that takes a little bit more work, but I've got these are like super easy to finish as well. Like most of these won't take very long at all. And I'm gonna keep this giraffe head out and looking at me because it's so adorable and I would love to just finish him. So there's that, my cows, the things I'm gonna finish soon, all my donate stuff. I freed up all these baskets, which is awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and just put all the yarn into this bin, and I will be back to probably end the video. Well, I have definitely reorganized. This looks way better than it did, even though I'm just gonna keep this here. This will help protect the yarn. But this extra basket worth of yarn actually really motivates me to just bulk prep a bunch of stuff. So for example, this sage green color right here, I have used that to make a tiny pickle that is sitting over there on my desk. It is the most adorable little pickle ever, and I would love to just make 100 more of them, honestly. Like, I just would love to make a bunch of them. So I might actually try and do that. And if I do, I will insert a little clip at the end of this video showing what I made. We'll see. Because I got a lot of stuff. I still got to clean up the rest of this room. There's a bunch of bags of yarn sitting over here, so there's quite a lot more that needs reorganized and dealt with, and at some point just sold, because I don't think I'm going to get to most of my yarn. And I am not coming to terms with that yet, but I'm starting to. Yeah, I'm super proud of how this looks now compared to what it did look like. It is so much neater and organized. I'm going to go ahead and get a gallon size bag, put this in there, but that's going to be about it in this business room for today. That's enough heartache for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got something out of this. And excuse me, I'll see you in the next one.